into
But
this.
enough of the disappointment of the Game of Thrones. We're going to talk about the success of MTV's The Challenge. What's up, everybody? It's the Valentines. I'm Tom, joining my co-host, Nicole. And we're us. And this season, War of the Worlds, coming to a close soon. Coming to a theater near you. I don't know why I wanted to say that. Anyway, episode 14, The Waterboy. Classic movie. Shout out to Adam Sandler. Still kicking. Yes. So we start off with the killing floor. Another cliffhanger kind of episode we last left off with. And this is Davon versus D. Who, I mean, on paper, I would assume most people go with D on this one.
Absolutely.
Yeah. But I don't think MTV, related to the writing of Game of Thrones, I don't think MTV produced this episode too great. Because D came in super confident, Davon came in like she was gonna lose, and it was like, something's up. That's what I was...
You thought it was like foreshadowing that the opposite was gonna happen?
Yeah, and I guess the challenge sometimes does do that, but then they flip it again. So it's like, I thought this, but then I didn't think it, and then it went back to my original thought. But I just thought the way D was like, the scenes they showed her, she was like, I chose her because she's the weakest, I'm going to destroy her. And Davon was like, I don't know if I got that oomph in me.
Yeah, it could have gone either way, though. They could have shocked. Either way, it would have been a shock. Like, you can always try to predict, like, oh, they're showing that person a lot because they're going to go home, or they're showing that person a lot because they're going to win. Like, you never know.
True, but going into this, I'm like, Davon's going to pull the upset. I was pretty confident about that. And
I thought she was 100% going to lose.
Really?
But you had a good point. Like, it isn't just Tug of War. It's really who gets the slack the quickest.
Right, yeah, not Tug of War at all. It seemed like D maybe tired herself out. She, gave it her all, assuming it would be done quicker.
Well, yeah, Dee's form and her strategy just looked way better than Davon. So at that point, I was like, oh, Davon's fucked.
Yeah, and Davon even looked like she was going a little slow, but we saw Turbo in the stands really trying to help her out. Turbo's a weird dude. He just, like, goes all in or all out.
All the grudges.
Yeah. Like, that's okay. Like, you guys are, like, you and D squashed it. Like, you don't have to, like, make her lose now. You could just, like, not say anything.
Cara turns in, she's like, I'm never going to piss you off.
For real, yo. Never want to get on the bad side of Turbo.
Nope. Turbo's winning this season.
Yeah, you think?
Yeah.
Alright. So Tug of War, they're both connected to a rope. They pull the rope as fast as they can. There's a lot of slack on the rope, but eventually you will pull your opponent off of a platform. So yeah, that's what Davon did. That was funny when, like, everyone was like, Davon, you're pulling her! And she just couldn't because she was so tired.
What's happening?
Yeah. But, Elimination Queen comes out on top.
Yeah, I was really, really happy that happened because, again, when we make our predictions of, like, what does your head say who's going to be in the final, what does your heart say? Davon was my heart, so...
Yeah, that's good.
I'm glad that it's working out how I want it to.
Even though she didn't go to the final.
Oh, shit, yeah.
Spoiler.
I forgot.
But yeah, close battle. Do you think we'll see D back? Do you want to see her back? What's your feelings on D?
Yeah, I'm mixed. I mean, she can come back, I guess. Like, I don't know. Her personality isn't that entertaining to watch.
Yeah, the only thing, the thing I find likable about her is I feel like she's more real than, like, maybe other people on the show. Like, she was actually here to conquer fears. Like, that's not something you hear about nowadays on the challenge. Only, like, back in the day, people would, like, conquer their fears on the challenge, but she's doing it now.
Yeah. No, that's a good point. I just, honestly, like, that whole drama with Turbo, like, made me, like her less.
Yeah, that was hard to watch, all of that. It was like, alright, what's next?
Yeah, so, I mean, maybe if that didn't happen, I probably would have been like, yeah, I'd like to see her back. But I think that's, like, swaying my decision.
Yeah. People need to stop underestimating Davon, and this includes me. I mean, I stopped halfway through the season.
I'm telling you.
Yeah, I mean, on the beginning of the season, I was very low on her.
I'm the biggest fan of her, and, like, people stay hating.
Yeah. But yeah, that was the elimination. It was good elimination. I liked it. Then we get, I think, a scene with, like, Mattie talking to Davon outside, and out of all the rookies this season, speaking of, like, likable, with D, I think Mattie is the most, like, real and relatable.
Yes. She's Rookie of the Year for multiple reasons. Entertaining. You know, she had the hookups. She had the wins.
And she never was over the top. She never was trying to, you know, like, be the center of attention.
No, she was never, like, a shitty person to get to where she was, like, in the game. I think she played a really great game so far, so she totally deserves to.
Yeah, and I don't think she made any enemies.
Like, who deserves to make it to the end? She does.
Yeah, I don't think she's made any enemies. That's crazy.
I don't think she's made any errors, in my opinion, throughout the game. Like, Wes has, you know, like, everybody kind of had their moments where it's like, they probably shouldn't have done that. Like,
yeah, no errors, but no necessarily huge moves as well. Very, like, consistent.
Yeah. She played a great game.
Yeah, she talked about life after her reality show Party Down South and how she was in, like, a dark place. And I loved what she was saying about being your own motivation. Because I feel like that's huge when when you're not able to surround yourself with people that can motivate you. You need to find your own motivation, so.
Especially in a challenge.
Yeah. Cara. What does she say? I have a quote here. Again, I kind of read into this as well. When she was talking, she said, Paulie's going to be in the final with me. He just has one more day of work.
Yeah.
But maybe foreshadowing, but maybe what played a part into that was the next on where we saw Paulie in the ambulance truck, so it kind of just all was making sense when Cara said that.
Yeah, that mixed with, Sean was like, oh, this is the episode where, you know, he has an oxygen mask, and I was like, shit, he might be going home.
Yeah.
Like, this could be it.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, that's where we get to, the challenge. Georgia, with another great quote before the challenge starts. Actually, it's not that great of a quote, but I pointed it out because I think it might be a good podcast name. She says, "This looks absolutely mental." Podcast name? Absolutely mental. I mean, mental games in the challenge.
I'll think about it.
All right. But yeah, the challenge is called Judgment Day. Let me explain it real quick. It was quite complicated, I suppose. There were, like, layers to it. There are 3, like, cargo containers. You start on the first one, jump off into the water, swim around a buoy before climbing onto the second container. On the second container, there's a rope swing that swings onto the third container, which is at a severe angle. You climb your way up the angled container, grab a ring, and then slide down into the water, and then you make your way back. I don't think you have to climb the second one on your way back. I think you just go back to the first one. That's what it seemed like was happening.
No, I think that was the second one.
Like, after they get the ring on the third.
You never go back to the first one. You start on the first one.
Oh. Okay.
It was like this. This was the second, third, and the first one was, like, here. So that's why you had to go swim to the center to go up there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you go back to the second one.
Okay, so yeah, that makes more sense. So yeah, they jump off the third back into the water, climb up to the second one, and they're done.
Yeah, I think that makes sense.
Yeah, I think that's it. And then you place a ring around a pole, then your time stops. Last guy and girl go home.
This was so painful to watch.
Oh my god.
I almost wanted to cry watching Paulie do this. I felt so bad. Like, you could just see his body wasn't working.
Yeah.
Like, that, oh.
And it all stemmed from, I believe, the first dive head first from that container into the water. It didn't look like a smooth dive. And he said style points, maybe. Smart decision, definitely not. So it probably, like, you know, confused him. Yeah, just like something happened where he wasn't able to compete the way we know Paulie can compete.
Yeah, and it wasn't like, I was like, oh, I wonder how everyone else is going to do. And then it's like, they did fine.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. I think he just really, like, jumbled up his, like, head with that first dive head first into the water.
Once he missed the first swing, once he missed that, I think that, like, nerves played a huge role, and he started panicking.
Yeah, Yeah, I mean, he failed the rope swing twice.
God, when he kept falling down the ladder.
The falling down the ladder was the worst, when he was just, like, literally inches from the top, and he fell from all the way up top, basically on his, like, neck and head. Oh my God. And you hear, like, the noises he makes when he, you know, his head pops out the water like a dying walrus. Like, it's just so sad.
So sad.
Yeah, first time I think I've felt bad for Paulie in the 2 seasons he's been on.
No, I felt really bad for him, like, and I don't care for him, but yeah.
But I do think this may have helped his, like, character growth with the audience. Yes. Like, he becoming more likable.
Yes, everybody was probably getting sick of him. He's been just consistently winning, consistently the most hated. So this kind of, like, reset how people view him. Like, all right, he does make mistakes. I can feel bad for him. He got a little humbled, probably, and yeah, no, you're right. It did kind of like.
And for me, it gives me more appreciation for him, seeing how, okay, wow, he is human. He does fail, but he's been so good for so long. So it's like, wow, that was actually a great feat, like, he was accomplishing. Yeah, don't question Paulie's heart. I mean, he did not give up, even though I can't even say that's the same, that I wouldn't have given up after falling on my head like 4 times.
Being in that much pain, I probably would, and knowing that I was going to lose, I probably would have just been like, fuck it, but he just kept going.
Yeah, It seemed like his time limit was at like 30 minutes, while everyone else was at 10 minutes, right? Yeah. They're like, hey, we'll add another minute, just fall on your head again. Yeah, but he gets DQ'd, time runs out, and, you know, Wes goes next, he gets it done. Says he's doing it for his family. That's just kind of like, I don't know, it kind of, it was weird. I never heard him talk about his family, maybe, that's why I was like, huh.
Does he have a family?
He I think he is newly married, he does have a dog he's obsessed with, so, makes sense. But I don't think I've ever heard about him, like, talk about doing it for his family out of all the challenge seasons he's been on, so that kind of, like, jumped out at me for some reason.
Yeah.
Let's see. Ninja goes next, and Ninja Warriors it. She falls at the first rope swing, but gets back up and does it. Mattie fails the rope swing, fails to climb up again to try to do the rope swing again. She hit that container pretty damn hard.
Yeah.
And the most exciting part about the challenge, I think a dolphin. Was that a dolphin?
I think it was a seal.
A seal? Yeah, Turbo was saying it was a seal. I thought it was a dolphin. But yeah, a seal surfaced while she was trying to climb back up. That would have been enough motivation for me. Anything that pops out of the water, I would be flying up there.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Georgia completes it. Georgia's a beast.
Isn't she? She's just the best.
Who is this girl? Where'd she come from?
She's just so well-rounded.
I don't think anybody could have expected a season like this out of her.
No, she looks like a little wimpy girl.
Yeah, blonde. Yeah, gullible. She is gullible, but she still competes like a beast.
I mean, she's been playing also a great political game. Like, even when her number one left, she somehow got right back into another group.
Right. Because she's so likable. Because she's a good person. Like, she's not...
Yeah, even Cara, remember? She was, like, trying to choose who to vote in. She's like, I really like Georgia. I don't want to vote her in.
Yeah, that really grinded my gears. It's like Cara. You've been here for how long? 10 years? It's like, you know that you shouldn't go with, you know, your heart. You have to go with your brain. Like, I really like this person, but I should vote this. You know, it's like, shut up.
The fact that she's so likable, though, that,
yeah.
you know, she was able to do that.
Yeah, and she was looking good. Sliding down that angled container, I'm not gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie.
She's that cute.
Theo goes next, he completes it. And then Davon. She stops where Mattie stopped, like literally the exact same spot. I'm wondering if she climbed like a foot more up that like rope climb, would she have won? Like, how would they have measured it at that point?
I was thinking the same thing. I don't know.
Yeah, but they stopped literally at the same spot. But it took Davon longer to get to that same spot. So, she goes home.
Yeah, after that, I bet your D is like, damn, you beat me, and then you went home right away. It's like, you should have let me win.
Yeah, right? And then it would have been Mattie going home if D was able to complete this. That would have been a crazy turn of events.
Yeah, wow. One little thing can just alter everything in the future.
Yeah. So I understand that, yeah, don't underestimate Davon. She killed it this season, but, do you think this was her best chance? Oh, is someone doing dishes right next to you?
Yeah, hold on.
Stop cleaning the house. Alright, listeners, it's just me and you right now. We're chilling. Waiting. And we back.
Okay. Now he really wants to kill
Yeah,
me.
right? Like, he's like, okay, I guess I'll just stand here and do nothing all day.
Oh, I hate my
This
life.
podcast is breaking you guys up.
It really is.
Alright, but yeah, back to what I was saying. Yeah, Davon's a beast and all. She killed it this season. But was this her best chance and her only chance at ever making a final in a challenge?
Maybe. I thought about that too. Like, yeah, I don't know why she made it so far. Like, I don't know what she did different.
I feel like that win on the daily challenge with Wes helped her a lot.
Yeah.
She would have probably went to elimination that night.
I think it helped her that there were so many rookies, so she actually became a vet.
Yeah. Unless, like, she, you know, gets in the gym and works out more. But, like, if she just goes into it like she went into this season, yeah, I don't see... She did get a little lucky at times, but she performed as well.
Yeah. No,
just something to think about, yeah.
After her season 1, she said that was it, and she's been back, what, twice since?
Right, or I think once since, I don't know. But she even says at the end of this, she's like, this isn't the last you've seen of Davon, so that's good. Yep. Hopefully we'll see her next season.
She's thirsty now for that win.
Yeah, Hunter goes, while Hunter's going, I got a gear grinder here for you. Hey, Nicole, you know what really grinds my gears?
What grinds your gears?
Surprise! Cara! When Hunter is, like, going through the challenge, you know, Cara's, like, got her arms around Paulie and whatever, and she says his arms are shot and his grip is shot. He's gonna fall. Stop blowing smoke up this guy's ass.
Yeah.
So messed up. It's like, if I was Paulie, I would be like, I don't want to hear anything right now.
Yeah, just be like, be silent, please.
Yeah.
Like, I know I'm probably gonna lose. Like, don't say anything.
Yeah. I guess Paulie went into this challenge with too much confidence because of everything he's accomplished so far in the challenge, that he was just like, I'm just gonna, you know, kill it, get it done. And just wasn't expecting any adversity, probably.
Wow, such the easy easy challenge for him. Like, he should, this is...
Yeah, like a small, agile
this is
guy.
For him. He loves this kind of stuff. Like, he crushes challenges like this all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if Paulie didn't completely mess up, you think Theo would have went home? Or
I mean, it honestly, it's impossible to say because everybody would have competed differently after that. Everyone just took their time after that.
Do you also think, like, Paulie had that kiss of death because he went first? Like,
yeah, I mean, that definitely has something to do with it. Maybe he wouldn't have dove headfirst into the water if he saw somebody else not dive headfirst into the water.
If he saw somebody else go and do really well, he probably would have, like, not tried to, like, do a cool jump and just, like, tried to, I don't know.
Yeah, maybe. But yeah, I mean, like we were talking about earlier, makes Paulie a little more likable. I am looking forward to seeing him next season. I don't know if I would have been able to say that as much as I feel it now, a couple of weeks ago, so.
Now we got everybody left is going to the final.
Yeah, and TJ doesn't even announce that after the challenge, which was making me think there was one more thing to do, like a three-way elimination, like Hunter was proposing.
Yeah.
But yeah, TJ just texts them later, like, "Yep, what's up, finalists?"
Yeah, mad casual. So we have Cara, Mattie, Georgia, and Ninja. Pretty stacked.
Pretty stacked.
I mean, I'd say Georgia's probably on the lower end of that.
But is she? I think Mattie will finish behind Georgia in the final.
Yeah, because the endurance.
Yeah.
I know.
And we saw next on 50-mile long final challenge. That can't bode well for Mattie. I mean, I don't know how good of a runner she is, so maybe I shouldn't jump the gun, but it's gonna be a lot of running.
You got Theo, Hunter, Turbo, and Wes.
Yeah, I mean,
I'd say Theo would be number 4 on that,
but I mean, he is, his past, he used to be like a Olympian runner, so.
Yeah, so.
But not long distance, so it's a different beast. Or maybe he did do long distance, I don't know. But I really like the fact that there's three veterans, technically veterans. Hunter, I guess, is a veteran. And 5 rookies in this final. And that does bode well for Wes. Like, nobody has seen a final. Wes knows what to expect. Obviously, Cara knows what to expect as well. That's why I think Wes and Cara are my favorites for winning this final. Or like,
Cara definitely has the upper hand. She'll probably, for the females, she'll probably win. Because she does everything. She has endurance, she has experience, she has strength, like...
Yeah.
She's...
I think she's built for a final.
And then, same with Wes, like... The experience is the upper hand, but...
And we see him on the treadmill, like, every episode, so, he's building that endurance.
I don't know, though. It's going to be really, really fun to watch.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, we saw some cool clips of just people, like, just fainting from exhaustion. Like, we saw Turbo do that. I think Ninja did that. So it's going to be crazy. Yeah, 5 rooks, 3 vets. And that's the end of the episode. I feel like we've only been talking for a little bit. Damn. We really have only been talking for, like, 25 minutes.
I mean, you can't force these things.
Yeah.
Like, we talked about everything that happened.
You know what I got? I actually got a little extra news. Also, next on, there's like a tribune. You know how they did like the double cross in the Dirty 30 final? Yeah. They have like a tribunal in this final. So.
Yeah, you think it's going to be a 2-phase elimination where half of them go home?
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to predict, but yeah, I mean, that's what with 8 people in the final, I suppose, yeah, maybe at like the 30-mile mark, 4 people get eliminated or something like that.
Bottom 2 guys, bottom 2 girls.
Yeah.
That's because I want to see a little bit less people in a final.
Yeah, me too. I want making a final to be like a really great accomplishment, not just like, oh, you made the final? Yeah, with 10 other people. Like,
And hopefully it's better than last season's finale. Yeah.
I think anything will be better than last season's final.
Why can't we talk?
Da ba do boo do boo da. Yeah, but anything will be better than last final.
You want to throw predictions for? Well, is that it? Who we think is gonna win? You're going Cara and Wes.
I think there's only one winner, but if I had to choose one guy and one girl, yeah, I'm going with Wes and Cara.
I think I'm gonna go Turbo. And I want Georgia to win.
That'd be crazy. Okay. Do who you think will win, and then
I want Turbo and Georgia, even though that's my heart.
Okay.
But my head says, Cara and Wes, obviously, just with experience.
That'd be cool if Hunter won, getting money for last season.
Yeah, that would. Then he could shut up about it.
Yeah. That's a wound that was healed pretty quickly.
Yeah.
But yeah, my heart, who do I want to win? We got Wes, Theo, Turbo, and Hunter. Heart. I don't want Turbo to win, because if he wins, what if he just, never comes back? He's like, I'm done. That was easy. But yeah, I guess even with my heart, I'm going Wes. I would love to see him win a season. And then for my heart with the girls, Georgia.
Yeah, same.
And I got some news about the next season of the challenge. So if you don't want to hear anything, nothing is 100%. But there are some very likely competitors that, will most likely be on the next season.
Spill the beans, Tom.
We got Georgia.
That's not the right accent.
Right? What accent was that?
That was like a New Yorker.
Georgia. Yeah. Alright, Georgia, Cam, Nani, Zahida's getting a call back, apparently.
Okay.
Tori.
Okay.
Yeah.
She hasn't been around in a while.
Yeah.
Is she still dating Jordan?
Yeah, and he's also very likely to be on this season. The next season, Jordan. Yeah, I think that's the only way.
Exes or like a...
I don't know, because Anissa's also very likely to be on, and who the heck is Anissa's ex? Actually, Corey.
Yeah, she hooked up with a couple people. And she hooked up with the chick. 2 of those chicks.
Yeah, Jose is also very likely, and who would be his ex? And then that would be complicated with the, mixed sex teams. They have done mixed sex pairs before.
Yeah.
But I don't think they've done it with 2 guys, actually. They've done it with 2 girls, like Rachel Robinson and Anissa, I think, was the team. And those were both beast competitors on the female side, so it kind of made sense. But yeah, I don't know about the exes because of that, Jose. But it could be. I mean, like I said, none of this is 100%, so he can get dropped. But yeah, let me continue. Davon, very likely. Cara and Kaylee. The Brit.
Oh, okay. The little...
Yeah.
Wimpy one.
I could care less, to be honest.
Yeah.
And then for the guys, we got Kyle, of course. He's a shoo-in. We got Josh. I'm actually happy about that. I maybe wasn't thinking he'd get a call back. Josh, the one partnered with Amanda.
Yeah.
I like him. I don't know.
Alright, I mean, well, whatever.
Bananas. Shocker.
Mm-hmm.
Paulie. Jose. Wes. Theo. Bear.
Yay.
Zach. I don't know why they keep calling Zach back. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, especially what happened this season with all the rumors we heard about how he didn't want to be there and he was willing to throw eliminations. It's like I'm kind of over it.
Yeah.
He seems over it, so why shouldn't I be over it?
He hasn't been that interesting to watch either.
Yeah. And yeah, Jenna's likely not to be on the next season. So it's like, what is Zach doing back without a Jenna storyline? and Jordan. So yeah.
Cool. Sounds good.
Yeah. Yep, don't know the theme yet, but those are very likely people to be on. Exciting.
So far, none of those people are like new rookies, so.
Yeah, I mean, what's your hopes for the theme? Like, if you could choose anything, what would you want to see next season? I'll let you think about that while I say old school versus new school, obviously.
Yes. You've been wanting that.
Yeah, I've been wanting that forever, but it's probably not going to happen. So my next would probably be a same-sex rivals season. So same-sex pairs.
Okay, alright. But then it would be like guys elimination, girls elimination.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
That, or another Cutthroat. I don't think you've seen the first Cutthroat, but I loved that season.
No, I don't remember that.
What they did on Cutthroat was everybody just like ran to the elimination first episode. The last 3 people to get there were the actual captains of 3 different teams. So there's 3 teams, and they had to, just schoolyard draft pick their teams. And it was fun to watch like that go down. And then, there were missions with 3 teams. 1 team would win, the other 2 would have to like go to elimination and vote for someone. But yeah.
Kind of Survivor.
Yeah, true.
Cool.
But yeah, that wraps it up for episode, 14?
Yep.
14. Yeah. There are 2 episodes left, so it's going to be a 2-part finale, I assume. Yeah?
Yes, it has to be a 2-part finale.
And then after that, a 17-part reunion.
Yes.
Most
exactly.
likely. That's what I'm predicting.
Yeah.
But yeah. It has been fun.
Tell us the winner at the end.
Huh? Yeah, right? Oh my god. Ugh. I wasn't even thinking about that until now, so now you got me pissed off. If they don't tell us the winner on the last episode, whew, I will still watch next season. All right. But yeah, we'll see you guys next week. You have been joined by the Valentines, and yeah, peace out.
Adios.
Oh wait! What was the competitor of the week? We forgot that. Competitor of the week. I mean, I would say Davon, but she ended up losing the challenge, so it kind of, balances out or cancels her elimination win out almost. I'm going to give it to Georgia. I mean, she surprised me the most, I think.
I was going to say Georgia, too, because she went through that with no issues.
Yeah, like a walk in the park.
Even, the bigger, stronger girls had, missed the rope swing, like Ninja and Mattie, so, I don't know, I kind of want to give it to Georgia. And then for a competitor, I guess.
Well, we just gave competitor, Georgia. But I don't think there was any politicking in this episode as well. I mean, the closer to the end, especially when there's a Purge daily challenge and no one's getting voted into an elimination. I mean, you give it to Wes because he was ready to prepare for the worst. Remember that one scene where he's like, I'm expecting the worst, so I'm going to prepare for the worst, but we'll see what happens. Yeah. Just that mindset, I guess. But yeah, I mean, not really any politicking.
Alright, well, until next time.
Alright, peace out.
Peace.